The Aviation is a gorgeous and delicious classic gin cocktail, and today I'm going to show you how to make one. The Aviation was created in the early 1900s like so many fantastic classic cocktails, but it is one that deserves its place in amongst the classics. For a long time, it fell out of popularity, a lot of it due to the fact that one of its key ingredients just wasn't really that readily available in the United States. And that is Creme de Violette, or Creme de Violette, which is a liqueur made with macerating violet petals. But before I get too far ahead of myself, welcome to my channel. My name is Louie, and on my channel, I talk about cocktail recipes, my favorite spirits, bartending tips and tricks, and what it's like to own my own restaurant and bar. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, why don't you come over here, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification to never miss out on any of the videos I post. But all right, let's get back to why you came here. So like I said, the Aviation is a gin-based cocktail, and one of the first instances of it being written down and published in a book was in the Savoy Cocktail book, which is known as one of the Godfather cocktail books where you have so many of the classics. It's almost like it's a fantastic reference point for any bartender. But one of the funny things about this recipe in this book is that it omits the key ingredient that makes the Aviation, which is the Creme de Violette. So instead of using the original recipe from the Savoy Cocktail book, I'm gonna be showing you the version that is published in the Death & Company cocktail book. It has all of the right ingredients in the right proportions. I trust these guys with pretty much anything to do with cocktails. Everything in this book is fantastic. And they've come up with their own modern classics. So you know what? I do trust them and their recipe, and it comes out delicious. But all right, let's get into this cocktail. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our shaker. This is a shaken cocktail. And we're gonna grab our jigger to measure out all these ingredients. First thing we're gonna measure out is 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. And then the next thing we're gonna add is 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. You may not find simple syrup in every single Aviation recipe, but I think that it does need it a little bit, just because or else it ends up being a little too tart and you don't get to enjoy it that much, which is one of the reasons why I love the recipe that's found in the Death & Company cocktail book. We are then going to do 1/2 ounce of the Luxardo Maraschino liqueur. It is a cherry liqueur, 1/2 ounce of that. And then finally onto our secret ingredient, we are going to do just 1 bar spoon of Giffard's Creme de Violette. Giffard makes fantastic stuff. It's a little bit pricier, but you know that when you buy something from them, it's absolutely quality. They make some of the best liqueurs on the market, and this right here is lovely for this cocktail. The recipe calls for 1/2 of a bar spoon, and so that's what we are gonna do. And then last but not least, we're gonna do 2 ounces of our London Dry Gin. I am using Scapegrace's Gold Gin. This spirit won 2018 Best Spirit in the World at the International Wine and Spirits Competition, and I absolutely love it. It's a little bit of a higher proof gin. It comes in about 57% ABV, which I really love using in cocktails. It really stands out in a nice cocktail like the Aviation. And we're gonna measure out 2 ounces of this fantastic gin. We are then gonna top this bad boy with ice and give it a nice little shake. Nice frosty tin. And then we are going to double strain this into our lovely coupe here. Grab our strainer. And this is how you know you've gotten the right color of an Aviation. It's like a pale purple. If it comes out too dark, you've put too much of that Creme de Violette or Creme de Violette. What you're looking for is that pale purplish looking tint to it. But before we give that a sip, the final ingredient, we're gonna do 1 brandied candied cherry, and there we go. Let's give this one a little taste. Wow, that is so delicious. It's a little tart from the lemon. You get some of that sweetness from the little bit of simple syrup that we did with the maraschino liqueur. It's very floral with the Creme de Violette. It doesn't just add color, it also adds a good floral flavor to it. The stronger gin that I use does stand up really well against those ingredients and it provides the body for this drink. And it's an easy sipper. It's a nice, easy cocktail to drink, and it just looks freaking beautiful, man. It's such a beautiful, beautiful cocktail, and it's an absolute classic. But there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean the world to me if you could hit that like button, comment down below what you thought. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you think. I'm always looking to interact with more and more people who watch my channel. And please make sure you're sharing this with a friend. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you could help me do that. But that's enough for me. I'm gonna get back to enjoying this cocktail. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.